Hi, so today I really wanted to talk about the planet in astrology, the planets in astrology, and I wanted to start with the planet, the sun, and I want to talk about what the sun represents in astrology and the energies that it brings to us as well. So I wrote some notes just to make sure that I don't get a little bit off track because I can talk about this subject forever. So let's talk about the sun. The sun is a fire element planet. It gives us our energy. The sun is one of the most powerful planets and life forces in this universe, and it is the center of our solar system, and everything orbits around the sun. So there is an immense amount of energy in this planet for our survival. And when you think of the sun, it orbits, it takes 365 days for the sun to orbit and actually make a whole year, which is our calendar system, the way that we look at time. And there are 12 zodiac signs, and it takes the sun, though that amount of time to actually orbit around all of those 12 constellations. So there's 365. We're breaking the 365 days into 12 months, which give the sun approximately about 30 to 31 days it takes for it to transit through all of the 12 zodiac signs. So this is why there are 12 zodiac signs completing the circle and the cycle of the sun's yearly path. So it sustains our ego, the sun, giving us energy and giving us warmth. It revitalizes us as well. When you think about the sun, it gives us so much energy. It gives us so much life. This is why you look at climates that are really cold, and the energy level is completely different than climates that have really warm weather and really more Caribbean-like places as well, because the sun is generated in that energy. Any planet, any countries close to the equator is getting the maximum amount of energy from the sun, because that is where the sun hits the most. It penetrates most of its rays into the equator. So like I was saying, it revitalizes ourselves through signs and elements. So the sign of your sun sign and the element of your sun sign is going to tell you a lot about how you revitalize yourself and feel alive. It's like the pride of the Leo, because the sun is the ruling planet of Leo, and Leo is a fire sign, constantly having energy to perform. It goes through all of the segments of the zodiac sign, so it's able to literally egotistically become all of these different elements and give us different characteristics as well. So and Leo has a strong willpower, just like the sun. Its magnitude is enormously amazing as well. So because the sun is a fire element planet, there is a tendency towards selfishness and insecurity towards others and yourself, because when we look at the sun, it is so fiery. It tends to be a little blinding. The light of the sun is so strong, it tends to blind energy. As I'm recording right now, as you can see, the sun is coming in, and it's blinding. It's very blinding. As you can see, this is how the sun operates. But there's also light. It sheds light on things as well when you think about the sun in astrology. So it needs the sun needs the luminary water element of the moon to reflect to it and to mirror to it itself. So this is why when you have full moons, the emotions tend to get really excited and revved up, because you have the sun opposite the moon, and they're both having differences of opinions and have to come together and work on how this this solar light and this luminary that reflects this solar light can work together. So see if you okay, so the sun needs and craves attention, and the sign and the element of your sun will show you how you go about getting that. It's very, very important for your sun to be fed. No matter what, if you're a Leo, if you're a Pisces, if you're a Cancer, if you're a Libra, your sun needs to get fed. the natural elements of these signs need to have some type of nutrition, eagle nutrition, to be fed and happy and to feel positive as well. So as the sun moves into different constellations, like I said, it learns and grows and matures through experience and time. So yes, some of the sun's beautiful energy that it gives is this sense of entitlement. And because of the sense of entitlement with the zodiac, with the sun, it does feel like it's entitled to things before it has to grow into a lot of things from its experiences. Remember, the sun takes 365 days to go through all of the 12 zodiac signs, making that a year. So in 1 year, with your mental framework, you've learned in that maturity process what you've needed to learn. It's usually, I would say, around the Saturn return that there is more of a broader outlook of the world in your position and your sun's position as well. And what is it that you can do to shine in this world? Because there is enough ray and light with the sun in astrology for everyone to shine. And this is what I love about this planet. So the sun's placement in your birth chart through sign, house, aspect will show you your psychological ego, where your psychological ego, can grow, and also where it can shed light instead of fire in the life, in your life and in the life of others. So remember, the element of the sun is a planet of fire. And when we think about fire in astrology, fire is ego. Yes, it's spirit, it's elevation of self, but the lower level and the higher level, as well, just maturing and growing, you learn how to navigate the energy of the sun. So it is really important that you do not have your sun sign burn so much that it destroys, looking for that attention or that craving, instead of becoming the higher element of the sun, which is the light. Shedding light and giving light and actually feeding you in the process of this as well. It is very, 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 very essential. I will repeat this, that your sun find a positive outlet for its energy. I'm going to give you an example. If you have your sun in Scorpio, it is very, very important that you have some alone time and some quiet time to yourself, or time to reflect on things, because the Scorpio sun is going to need that to regenerate. If you have your sun in Capricorn, it is going to be very important in this lifetime that you accomplish something to you that you feel is successful, and your sun will not feel nurtured as a Capricorn until you do that. And so on and so forth for every other sign as well. This is just examples that I'm giving out so you guys can understand it a little bit more. So I'm trying to think of anything else that I can incorporate about the sun. I think that's about it. The sun, the planets in astrology, with the starting with the sun. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like and you resonate with this energy of the sun and what it represents for you in your life or in astrology, and you'd like to do a personal reading with me, I'll leave my contact on the bottom of the screen in the description box, and we can learn about you and your sun on a later note. Okay, thank you. Bye.